Hello and welcome back to It's a Late Night with Soul Delicious. And I'm your host, Darrell Kelley. And we are here with two guests that really came to us for some help and guidance. And we're going to try to help these young ladies out. Very great people, awesome young ladies. I am with Asia and Mia. Hello, Asia. How are you?
I'm blessed. And yourself?
Isn't God good? Thank you so much
Always.
for being on the show. And how are you, Mia?
I'm fine.
That's
How are
great.
you?
Very good. Thank you so much. Well, we are here today because you called the show Asia and you had a friend who was going through some stuff, domestic abuse, and you convinced her to leave and you experienced it before. So, therefore, we're trying to talk to her about that situation to guide her to the right way because she's just won't listen to you. Is that what's going on?
hmm
Okay, well, can you tell us a little bit about the story?
Um,
Actually, let me hear it from her because she was the one who was the victim here. What? It's not funny, but what happened?
Oh, he was just abusive, verbally and physically.
And the reason
And
why I
I
was
was
laughing a
in
little
love.
bit.
I was in love with him, and I don't know.
Okay, is it true that you was also the person who was aggressive a little bit?
No,
Did he hit you physically or verbally?
both.
So why you keep going back and forth to him?
Mm, I'm not too sure. I
Are you
don't.
still there?
No,
So if she's not there anymore and she is done with him, then what's the problem, Asia?
I guess it's kind of when you're in love, you really don't too much think of. I'm not gonna say that what he would be the abuse, the reason for the abuse. I don't know. Just when you're in love, we just make wrong and bad decisions. Not thinking of the outcome of the situation, but you just will probably hope and pray that things would change, and it doesn't change. Actually, it gets worse. So there's just when you're dealing or when you're in a domestic situation like that, you just have to go with your heart, as in not as in being there. Continue to be there. You have to seek help and sometimes God. You have to bring your problems to him, and that's the thing. Like sometimes we lose faith, which most people do. And we always think like there's no other way out of this situation, that you may just want to deal with it, but really there's always a way out of every situation. And especially when you put God first, he's going to make a way for you, because he's made ways for me that I never imagined. We just serve an awesome God, and it's just good, when things just come to an end and you just finally just see the outcome of it. So there's always a better outcome in every situation. You just sometimes have to be patient and just go with the flow and just let him have control of your life, basically.
Okay, do you hear what God has done for her? Being in that relationship, she turned to God. She asked God for help. She was so in love with this man who kept abusing her, but she talked to God and God took her out of that problem. And at the end of the day, if he loves you, I don't think he would put his hands on you or mistreat you or throw you out the home or do any of that stuff that he's been doing to you. Have you ever been in love with Jesus before? If you should fall in love with God, fall in love with Jesus, and then you will find yourself finding the right man for you. What do you see in this guy? I mean, why do you love him so much?
I can't really tell you. I don't know. I just do.
So you love a person that puts their hands on you.
No.
And you need to really and truly, really consider what your real options are in life. You're a very nice young lady. It seems like you have a good spirit in you. I think that we should get together and reach out and help you. What do you think?
I agree.
So we have a surprise for you. What we're going to do, not on this show, but next show, We're going to give you a makeover. How's that? Give you a makeover, and then we're going to go and just try to find 3 Christian guys for her that she could probably talk to let her know that there's guys out there who will not put their hands on a woman and respect a woman. Take the woman to church. You went to church today?
No.
Okay. Well, you will be going soon, though. If any single guys out there that needs a Christian lady who goes to church, call us at 888-669-4441. Call our show. And can you talk to her as you talk to me? Because when you call the show, when you explain that you had a friend who was getting abused and you was a victim before, you felt very afraid for her life. Well, now she's here. Tell her how you feel.
Well, of course, Mia, you are my friend. So, you just have to believe and just believe in God, and He'll just, set everything up for you. Just believe in God. Just believe in God. He will make a way for you, Bump him. Bump that guy that's doing that stuff. There's always a better picture. So just keep your faith. You have to keep the faith. Do not doubt. It's going to be better days.
Would you feel comfortable telling us what had happened, why you're not at the home right now?
No.
So
That was bad.
Okay. Well, see, there's a lot of women out here who are going through the same thing that you're going through. Maybe you can touch somebody out here who's having a problem. Talk to them. Tell the people out here what happened to you, and talk to the people who are being abused.
Well, me and him got into a big fight. He called the police, and it was just horrible. So, I don't know.
How many chances did you give him?
2?
Are you going to go back to him?
No.
If you had a chance to talk to him right now, what would you say?
I don't want to talk to him. Nothing. But thank you. You making me stronger.
Do you really feel like you could really leave him then?
Now I can. Back then I couldn't, but now.
Do you need help to help you take that initiative step?
Mhm.
When's the last time you saw him?
Oh. It's been a while. Almost a month.
But she keeps texting and calling him. It's like, if you're either going to leave the relationship, that means you have to change your phone number. You have to get a restraining order. And you have to be a strong woman, and stand up to him. Not only a strong woman, but a strong black woman, to stand up and let him know that that is not what love is about. You agree?
I agree.
So you also experienced domestic violence as well.
I have.
Well, tell us what happened to you.
Well, it was more than just domestic. It happened about 3 times, and it was just. I thought maybe the first time, it was just a phase or something, but when it happened again, and I felt like he was comfortable with doing it, and come to find out he's done it before, and it was like no remorse. It wasn't no sorry, no nothing. Like, to me, I felt like he enjoyed it, and so when it happened again, I was going to work bruised up. I couldn't barely walk. It was just awful. So, when it gets to that point, well, from the first fight, I should have just left. But I was hoping it would get better. It wouldn't happen again. But when it happened again and again, and then it's like it's showing on me, bruises my eye, and, my body's aching, and then I have to go to the emergency room and get a TPO. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that point, it's a problem. So he wasn't trying to leave. So I had to call and get lights cut out just so he can leave.
Hmm.
You know, so it's just, you know, they feel like, like if you call the police, I'm gonna kill you, or, you know, so it's kind of, you're scared to call the police because you don't know what's gonna happen when the police leave. Or, you know, while they're there, you just don't know what's gonna happen when you're in a situation like that. So me, I left the situation and I just got the lights cut off and I didn't even return back to the home, you know, because I was scared for my life. And so, you know, that's when I just started talking to God. I'm not saying I wasn't a believer of God, because he's always been there. But I just put other things before him.
Praise the Lord.
So he's just showed me a lot, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful I'm here, because it could be
Yeah,
worse.
I'm thanking God you are here
I
too.
could be
It would be
dead,
worse.
so-
You could be dead. Now, as your friend here was speaking, you were nodding your head in agreement. So if you know that this is happening and it's a cycle and it's 3 times over that he kept beating her up and enjoying it, and you're agreeing it, and he threatened to kill her and all this stuff, if you agreeing with it, then why are you keep calling and texting and still saying you love the guy who hit you?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to really, really pray for you. And we're going to really try to put you out there, give you the makeover and the whole 9 yards to help you out, to let you understand that there's plenty of guys out there who will love you for you. And guys won't put their hands on you. That is a coward thing to do, for a man to put a hands on a woman. I think that is wrong. If a man should hit a woman, I think he should leave the woman, period. Why didn't you call the cops on him? Get a restraining order.
I did. I called the cops, and he was there, and he said, you better tell them to leave. And I told them to leave, and the police officer said, if you call again, we're not going to come back out.
You want to keep going through that? You got to listen to your friend, because she's been there. She's been beat up a lot of times. Now I see why you called me, because she's sitting here like it's nothing wrong with it. I know you're embarrassed about it. You seem like you're scared. Are you scared of him?
No. Mm-mm.
What steps did you do to try to get the situation taken care of? What did you do so far?
I just left.
You just left?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happier?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you're safer now?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you shouldn't have a problem. So you're going to stop calling and texting him.
Yeah.
You think she's going to stop calling and texting him?
I just hope. I hope and I pray she does. I hope she does, because it's not. Only thing it'll do is it'll just get worse.
Because if
It
you
won't
don't,
get
you're going
better.
to end up. You could be really, really hospitalized. You could end up
Dead.
probably dead. I'm gonna tell y'all a real true story. You know, I love my mother, who's with God right now. I was a little boy. I had to be around 3 years old, and my brother was 5 years old. And we were young, and being young little kids, didn't realize really what domestic violence was. And this man asked my brother, who was 5 years old, to give him a knife. And he gave him the knife, and this man stabbed my mother. And she was hospitalized in the hospital, almost died. You know, but that's not what killed her. But at the end of the day, she was a young woman just like you. My mother was like in her early 30s, and she went through that. And I saw this man actually stab her. And at the end of the day, when a man puts his hands on you and you allow him to do it that one time, the next time you might not have a chance. He might kill you. So what we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to go to a commercial break, and we'll be back after these messages. And while we're at this commercial break, I think you should be thinking about what you're going to do. Not to call, contact, or nothing. It's a crazy thing out here. So, when we come back from the commercial, we're going to talk to her, give her some advice. We'll be right back. after this.
God, you made me a man of God. Stand up and clap your hands. A man of God. Praise His name right now. A man of God. I'm talking to you, man of God. A man of God. You made me a man of God. You made me a man of God. I wanna thank you, God, for.
Hello and welcome back to the It's a Late Night with Soul Delicious. And I'm your host, Darrell Kelley, and I am sitting here with Asia and Mia. And we're talking about domestic violence and abuse and how men put their hands on women, which is not cool whatsoever. And I'm here was talking to Asia and Mia and Asia, welcome back. We went to a commercial break and you started crying, Mia, about the situation. And at the end of the day, you know, them tears has to end today. You know, you can't cry over a man who doesn't love you. I'm sorry to tell you, he does not love you. No matter how much you cry, you cannot make this man love you. And if you go back to him, he's going to keep putting his hands on you. So that's it. And I'm glad you woke up and decided to leave the guy you was with. So what we're going to do is work on getting you some counseling, Mia, and try to help you out. Do you really need counseling?
I probably do. I'm willing.
Yes, you need to, because when you go ahead and you get that counseling, you're going to find yourself. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have faith in yourself that
I do.
you have
I
a
do.
relationship with God?
I do.
Well, good. You need to really pray to God as you already do. Have a relationship with Him and find yourself. Once you find yourself, you're going to laugh at that guy. You're going to get a better guy than that. You know what I'm saying?
God's gonna send you who He wants you to be with. That's right.
Yes. So, Asia, you wanted to talk to her. You was talking to her at the break. And what you was saying was something deep. And I was really getting emotional just by listening to you. Tell her why we're live. Tell her what you was just talking about.
What I've been through, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Like, it's way more, not just the abuse. I was drugged as well. You know, he took advantage of me and let other people take advantage of me as well. I don't wish that on nobody, not even on my worst enemy. You're my friend. So if you want to seek help, I'll be there with you to do it, because I'm not saying I'm perfect. Yes, God allowed me to go through this, but yeah, of course, there's people who I know I need to speak to because of everything I've been through. So if you're willing to go, I'll go with you. You know what I'm saying? Just to have, we both can do it together, because we both been through the same thing. I just don't want you to make the same mistake. Don't go back to him, because he's going to continue to do it. Once a man puts their hands on you, it doesn't matter how much they say they're going to change. They're going to continue to do that. So with that being said, I'm here for you 100%.
Thank you.
You are so welcome, sweetie.
That is so sweet. That is so nice. So, how do you feel that she said that the guy she used to be with drugged her? He drugged her, and then he let other people take advantage of her. I mean, that's crazy. So, imagine somebody drugging you, taking advantage of you. You can't do nothing. I watch a lot of crazy stuff on TV. ID channel is my favorite TV. I was looking at it yesterday, and I look at all these crazy people out here. This man done killed his wife and drove her across town somewhere, beat her down with a hammer, killed her. And he got 18 years in jail, but at the end of the day, he's still going to get out one day and see freedom. But why would you wait that long where somebody go ahead and they hit you, and the next thing you know, they're going to start thinking some crazy things. Oh, she's going to call the police on me. And then next thing you know, the knife comes out or the hammer come out. Even some scissors might come out. But at the end of the day, life is too precious to be dealing with all of this crazy stuff. And you need to get that into your head and leave that man alone and never text him or call him again. Because that's not what you need in your life. You're a very good young lady.
That's true.
And you need to recognize the beauty you have. You're like, okay, I want to come on your show, but I want to hide my hat. You're hiding the beautifulness you have. At the end of the day, when you come on the show next time, the new guy is going to see how beautiful you are. I mean, look at him in the camera and tell him, you don't repeat after me. You got to look in the camera and say, I don't love you anymore and you hurt me and I'm never coming back.
I don't love you anymore. You hurt me, and I'm never coming back.
And I can do better by myself.
I can do better by myself.
And you're a coward for hitting me.
You're a coward for hitting me.
Now let me tell you something. Millions of people is watching. And you're lucky we don't even know what he looks like. Because if they see you walking down the street with that dude, they're going to be like, that's that same girl. She's a liar. So you better not, don't do it. Call us, 888-669-4441. We are at 1375 Mount Zion Road. No, wait a minute, hold up. He might know where we are. No. He can come if he wants. No, we are. I ain't scared. We are at 1375 Mount Zion Road in the city of Morrow. Don't wait. Yeah, she's right here right now. What? Come. So you mess with her if you want to while you're in here. We got so many. Yeah, what's wrong with people today? I can't imagine a man hitting you. You either. Y'all are so very beautiful sisters and have a clear heart. A very clear heart. Very clear spirit. What do you want to tell to the man that used to hit you? Don't tell him you love him because you pausing on that one. I would have been all over.
I don't want to say what I really want to say.
You can blink it out. Say what you really want to say.
I'm going to pray for him. Keep him in my prayers.
See, that's what true people of God do, is we pray for those and keep them in spirit. I would have kicked this ashtray. I sure would have. Ashtray. So at the end of the day, this shenanigans is not cool. I'm really upset. And I'm on a Christian network. And I really love everything, but I'm upset about how this man did y'all. I mean, all the brothers I know, they're stand-up gentlemen. They're, pastors and preachers and people of God, and that's what you need to do. Surround yourself.
Positive people.
Can you say that again?
Surround yourself with positive people. Positive, and you have to know the difference. Who's positive for you and who's negative for you. That's very important because everybody's not for you.
Not for you at all, especially the ones who do that. Can you cook? And he hit you as much as you can cook. What can you cook?
Everything.
That man is definitely something wrong with him.
He just wanted a new girl.
So wait a minute. He did all this for a new girl. So why couldn't he just leave? That would have been the best thing to do.
I left. So.
Sure. Why did he? That's crazy, right? He just did that for a new girl. And it's different
because he was in my house. So I had to leave my house because he wasn't trying to leave.
Wow. I had some advice for you guys. Are y'all guys seeing anybody right now?
No.
Yes,
God.
Praise the Lord.
Like today I went to church. What was he saying? God is my man. I don't need no other man.
Because if you don't keep God as your man, I have a definitely good idea. What you need to do.
He's all I need.
Well, that's what, praise the Lord. But if that's not the case, get 2 apartments. So when he messed with you again, just go to the next one. You'll be good to go.
There's no again.
There's no again. Do you hear that?
There's no again. No second chances.
I mean, like, relationship-wise, you're done with relationships, what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, for a while. I just got to focus and
I like that. So what she's saying is she doesn't need a man to survive. She doesn't need a man. She got God in her life. But at the end of the day, she's saying that she don't want a relationship right now, but I guarantee you, God will put somebody in her life. And she'll be happy again. How about yourself? When we go ahead and give you the counseling and put you on these blind dates, are you really willing and able to go ahead and talk to these guys?
We'll see.
What you mean, we'll see? First of all, my producer said that you was willing, able, and ready. So that means you ain't what? This ain't no free show for you there. You got to come back to the show. You better come back to this show and be on here and see these 3 guys we got for you.
Okay.
Who knows? One of them could be me. Luckily, I'm married. See? So you better come on this show. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have you on the next show and see what type of guys will be interested in you. What we'll do is 888-669-4441. I want somebody to call me, but you have to be a Christian. You can't, no abuse that. You better not ever hit a woman. 888-669-4441. And we're going to come back on, introduce her to a few guys to see who she can talk to and
That'd
see
be
what
good
goes
for
from
her.
there. It'll be really good for you. Are you sure you don't want the same?
No, I'm sure.
Okay, you're good.
I'm content.
Okay, great. Well, we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to go, and we're getting ready to leave, and we're getting ready to go out to the restaurant because there's a lot of good gospel music out there with a lot of brothers out there who come from church, who is men of God. Maybe you should go out there and meet one. That's what you should do. And you know what? You don't even need a makeover. They'll take you as they are. Because if a man looks at you differently, then you don't need him anyways.
I know that's
You
right.
just meet somebody, just smile. Smile. Do something. But I'm so glad you came on the show today. Well, all right then. Okay. Very nice to meet you, Asia.
You as well.
And very, very nice to meet you, Mia.
You too.
So, y'all want some soul food?
Yes.
All right now. Well, let's go get some food.
All right, that'll work for me.
Well, it'll work for me. What God has in store for us. Well, y'all come back next week. 1375 Mount Zion Road in the city of Morrow. Don't wait until tomorrow. Come tomorrow today. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Come on, Tim, help me out again.
It's because of you I live.
It's because of you I am who I am.
And it's because of you I work so hard.
I wanna thank you for making me
A man of God, yeah. God Almighty now.
Clap your hands for God.
Yeah, I want to thank you.
Oh, I wanna thank
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Come on, let's go to work.